Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite beverage, caffeine of choice. I got me a NOS energy drink, but right now finishing up my first cup of coffee. I guess you could say this is 2 cups, pretty big cup. And I welcome you to join me with whatever caffeinated beverage of your liking is, whatever it might be. My name is Vega. This is the channel SerpentX Tech, and it's been a very boring, I don't know, like summer so far. I don't know. It's not a boring summer. There's other stuff we can go do. Matter of fact, the wife took the kids down to the river, and let me go ahead and mute my sound here. And Bitcoin's just stuck. We're at the 29.4K area. Ethereum's at 18.5. 1.85. BNB 240, XRP back down to 62 cents, Solana at 24 cents. It's just like, come on, do something. But we do have SHIB up 6.95%, so that's a positive. And Caspa still on a tear. Not as high as it was getting up to previously, but still climbing up the world, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, we're kind of like stuck right now where we're at and pinned between the 20 and the 50 EMA on the daily. So, like, I'm waiting for this drop to happen, but it may not even happen. We may just be boring for most of Q3 2023. Unfortunately, moving sideways, we might take a little bit of a step down. The only thing I can say, and this is not financial advice, the only thing I could say is setting your longs or your buy positions ahead of time in case there's a wick on whatever exchange you're on. In case there's a wick that you can just grab up real quick, might be an opportunity. But like the shorts or the bears and the bulls, they're like, we're exhausting each other out is what we're doing right now. We're just wearing each other out in this range. I mean, there's a lot of selling pressure every time we try to get past 30K. You can see we touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, like, it's an invisible wall. It's not invisible. But yeah, right around that 30, and once we get that turns into support, which is what supported us here. But right now we're just stuck. We're stuck in this rut in between 28 and 30, just bouncing in between it. The biggest news that happened this week, especially yesterday, was actually called by my wife, believe it or not. And thank you everybody that's coming to hang out. I know Chris McKell, by the way, is still doing his live stream where he's giving away some concealed network merch or CCX. So I completely understand. Told him to keep going. But Aru, thank you for stopping by. First time 13. Neomorphous, Magic Lucky, Hereby Service. Thank you guys for hanging out. But yeah, the biggest news caught by my wife was SBF having their bail revoked because of witness tampering, trying to spread information to make Caroline looked like she was the brainchild behind all the scam and stuff like that instead of him. Right, so they're pointing fingers. She was facing 110 years, I believe, in jail. 110 years in jail, and she pled down, and she's cooperating with obviously the investigation and investigators. And SBF has been on bail, house arrest at his parents' house. Poor baby. And if he's been leaking information using a VPN or third-party applications to try to feed the media information that would kind of point fingers at a different person other than himself, yeah, obviously you're witness tampering. You could also poison the jury pool or I forgot what they call it. But you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, going to jail, and I believe it's not until October that the trial will take place. So he's going to be in there for a minute. What jail he's in, I don't know. Is he in the Martha Stewart suite? He's probably going to be confined or in some separated environment, because if he was put in a proper jail where our boys and girls are at, he would get lit the heck up. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He definitely looks like the type of person that would drop the soap. So they're probably going to want to protect him until his actual trial, and see what goes on from there. But it's basically a bunch of finger pointing at this time, and jousting in the political slash financial arena, right? Because everybody's going to be using an argument of his supporting various delegates in the government space. This is why there's going to be some leniency, or maybe there might be a reduced sentence because of their support. We'll see. I just would like people, even with people, people with positions of power, influence, and a lot of money, to be held just as accountable for the people that don't, right? If I were to commit a crime like this, you best believe I would have been jailed right away. I probably would have had the FBI or whoever kick down my door instantly, beat me up, throw me in handcuffs, take me away, and then you guys didn't hear from me until the trial. If I were the one to perpetrate. But this particular situation, it feels like kid gloves to me. But that's just my personal opinion. We'll see how things go. That was one of the biggest stories out of this week. Of course, that happened yesterday, where my wife was like, "Hey, I thought you said he was out of jail." I was like, "No, yeah, he's supposed to be on bail." And then she found the story where they got evidence of him tampering, so bail was revoked, and in comes SBF. So a Bitcoin warning signals blares from surging interest in Shiba Inu, right? Shiba has also been in the news quite frequently as well, so we'll see how things go. But open interest on the dollar amount locked in open SHIB futures contract have topped over 100 million in the first time since February. Investors are again pouring money into the meme-focused cryptocurrency Shiba Inu, in a sign of caution for Bitcoin traders. Open interest in Binance's SHIB futures has more than doubled to 101.65 million this month, hitting the highest since February 5th, according to CoinGlass. SHIB futures are sized at 1,000 SHIB per contract with up to 25 times leverage. Ooh, playing around with 25 times leverage is very dangerous, guys. Be careful. If you're going to be trading leverage, start off small. But I guess there are probably some sharks in the waters that are playing those high leverage options. But SHIB market value has jumped nearly 32% from 6.52 billion amid optimism that an impending layer 2 launch will help the cryptocurrency shed its meme coin tag. And they have been building. The team has been building SHIB. So let's see if we can go take a look. We're gonna do Binance, and you can see that upward trajectory, right? So let's say we always like to look at the week that Caffeine and Crypto is on. So the beginning of this week was around my birthday, and you can see we dropped to about 870 satoshis or sats, and now we're up. We got all the way up to 1140 sats, and steadily chilling at 1092, 1093. So I mean, if you got SHIB back here, which I actually think I got in around here, 735, 7 something, so more like this bottom, you're up. You're up compared to where we were. That to me looked like the bottom for SHIB, to be honest. If you were trying to play in, not financial advice, but if you were trying to play in, that was the new. I mean, that was as low as you're gonna get. I mean, that literally goes back to the beginning of the chart, where this amount right here of 540, 550, 46 sats was the lowest for SHIB. So if you got in around this time, grats to you. I would, again, not financial advice, I would just play the long game. You could take profits. It's okay to take profits. Never be ashamed of taking profits. And I said that many times, especially with the recent pump in Dynex and Caspa, which I don't have any news articles to bring up on it. Maybe the beginner's block covered it, but I did have an announcement, if you're not familiar with that, where Dynex devs identified a vulnerability and patched it, but it was, spurred on by the whole mine something. Well, excuse me, it wasn't spurred on. It was being investigated, right? But then Mine Something's video came out and it kind of lit the fire. And so got more eyeballs on it, got more communication, more data being bounced around. And then, it was patched. But I can't tell you about the exploit. I can't tell you what they did. All I can say is it's been fixed, and anybody trying to attempt it will obviously get banned from the pool or server. Unfortunately, the crypto game is just a crypto game, and there's always going to be FUD. There's always going to be people trying to get an edge, an advantage, whatever. It's everywhere. It's not just in crypto, right? The stock market, traditional stocks, insider trading, putting the services close to the stock market or the New York Stock Exchange to get that edge, that millisecond edge to initiate trades, buy, sell, stuff like that. It's always going to be this game of somebody trying to take advantage of a system that's already been built, and then the system has to improve, update, upgrade, and optimize itself for the future. But SHIB is looking good, and don't be afraid to take profits. We'll talk more about Dynex later on, and we'll see how things go. But yeah, open interest is growing as SHIB team continues to push forward. But SBF was accused of leaking former Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison's diary to the New York Times. A judge revoked FTX founder SBF's bond Friday, sending him to jail ahead of the trial in October. Bankman-Fried faces 7 different charges tied to the collapse of FTX, including wire, commodities, and securities fraud. All right, you guys are just talking to each other. Keep it going. Thank you for stopping by. If you have anything specifically for me, either at me or send a super chat. Backwards Miner, what's up? Good morning. Road Puts, Automatic Beats, thanks for stopping by. All right, so we saw the video. It's going to jail ahead of his October trial on multiple financial crime charges after a federal judge revoked his release and bond Friday afternoon, saying that the former crypto heavyweight appears to have tried to tamper with witnesses. Bankman-Fried is willing to risk crossing the line in an effort to get right up to the line whenever it is, says Judge Lewis Kaplan of the U.S. District Court for Southern District of New York, later concluding, all things considering, I'm going to revoke bail. He added, my conclusion is that there is probable cause to believe that the defendant has attempted to tamper with witness at least twice, and there is a rebuttal presumption that there is no set of conditions that will assure Bankman-Fried will not be in danger. And there's mom and dad. Looks like Barbara Fried and Joseph Bankman-Fried, parents, were present during the hearing. Fried quietly cried after the judge's ruling. Looks like the 31-year-old CEO appeared in court Friday after the U.S. Department of Justice moved to send him back to jail on allegations of violating the terms of his bond, trying to tamper with multiple witnesses. According to the DOJ, Bankman-Fried reaching out to former FTX U.S. General Counsel Ryan Miller and using a virtual private network to, in the words of the defense team, watch the Super Bowl were enough to require a modification of his bail conditions. The last straw, however, was Bankman-Fried sharing part of the former Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison's private diary with the New York Times. Judge Kaplan cited both attempts to contact the former FTX employees in a lengthy verbal order. While the use of the VPN in and of itself may not be overly significant, it speaks to Bankman-Fried's mindset, he said. The defense team for SBF admitted that he shared some diary pages with the Times, though his attorneys dispute that he was trying to tamper with the witness. Here we have a very thin record with a lot of spin, says the lawyer to the judge. The defense team also argued that the jailing SBF would make it more difficult to prepare for his trial. Judge Kaplan wasn't convinced by the arguments. I don't think that the revocation is quite the insurmountable problem. You could go talk to him in jail, dude. It's right there in New York. You got it. So basically arguing that he's unsupervised while he's there in jail, risk of harm on poor baby, The only reason we know about SBF is because he was complying with the bail conditions. The only reason we know about... Okay, I don't know what that means. I think the fact that the defendant was more subtle in his methods than a monster doesn't mean it was benign. You know, just trying to carefully cover his tracks, which using a VPN is not illegal. But using a VPN to disclose or communicate possibly with, you know, the media or other FTX employees, what was said, you know, what was provided, what documents were leaked, what information was leaked. Obviously, you're going to get the crosshairs with the judge. So silly for you to do that. I can understand using a VPN to maybe watch content that isn't available in your region, country, or area, but yeah. I have a feeling that this whole finger-pointing situation between Caroline and SBF will continue throughout the trial, but we'll see how things go. Shiba Inu soon tweet skyrockets SHIB market cap beyond 6 billion, secures the 11th spot in crypto rankings. Actually, is that true? It's 11. What did I just read? Oh, okay. It's 11, yeah. I thought it said 6. I don't know why I said that. 6 billion, 11th spot. Okay. Shiba team has posted a cryptic social media tweet containing one word, soon TM. This has ignited a wave of speculation among the crypto community. Clues from, you know, the Telegram group chat, the lead developer, Shiba Inu, confirmed that the team is gearing up for an unveil 3 new partnerships, or I guess they call it partnerships. In addition, it looks like there's a cryptic equation, SHIB greater than X. This equation has captured even more attention and suggests that Shiba Inu could be greater than crypto Twitter. On the other hand, Now Nodes, a key partner in the development of Shibarium, has officially initiated a countdown for launch of Shibarium mainnet. Recent tweet, Now Nodes confirmed that Shibarium RPC node launch is just around the corner. The only remaining puzzle piece is the release of the highly anticipated final version of the mainnet. And then talks about market cap climbing up. Same thing here. This is more of a price prediction. Shiba Inu price prediction as SHIB spikes up 4%. Can SHIB hit $1? I know there's a number of videos out there where people basically go through the map of what it would take to get SHIB to $1. And it's not really feasible, in my opinion, but it's just that, an opinion. However, you know, they're still continuing to burn SHIB. SHIB team is continuing to build. And usually when you have a situation where the asset is becoming less available or more scarce, and the team is continuing to build and develop, there's usually some positive momentum there. So that's pretty good. The price of SHIB has risen by 4% today. This article was obviously written earlier this week, talking about the price once again. SHIB's chart and indicators are very healthy position at the moment, with the meme token looking like one of the strongest cryptocurrencies in the market right now, considering the boring situation we're in with Bitcoin. After a surge and then a dip last week, the coin's relative index is climbing once again towards 70, indicating strong buying momentum that hasn't quite become overdone just yet. The SHIB 30-day moving average is also looking good, with the indicator rising further above the coin's 200-day moving average, which again reveals that new buyers continue to push the token upwards. So we got new people, new money coming into the space and getting on some SHIB. Shibi's presale. When Shiba Inu meets Barbie. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? All right, I'm off. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of here. Anyway, CFTC charges residents of Florida, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Why? All right, so legal proceedings have been initiated by the CFTC against individuals and their organization, Funds Z, citing their involvement in deceptive scheme concerning cryptocurrencies and precious metals trading. Looks like we got Renee from Florida, Juan Pablo from West Melbourne, Brian from New Orleans, Alicia from Arkansas, along with their unincorporated entity Fund Z, faces allegations of misleading investment solicitations. They allege enticed investors with implausible returns based on a purported proprietary algorithm. Here we go again with these algorithms. The CFTC lodged a complaint against the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Florida, alleging that defendants attracted customers by promising a steady 3% weekly profits during the cryptocurrency. And we've seen this before. Goodness God. CoffeeZilla has covered so many different scams. I wonder if this one will be big enough for him to cover. But yeah. So another one. They inaccurately portrayed FundZ as a profitable venture, asserting that $2,500 investment could turn into $1 million in 48 months. Why did they think that was a good? Nothing about that statement is like good. I know it might sound good for the person that wants to get rich quick, right? Those people that always looking for those get rich quick schemes. But like that statement right there is like, no, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way. You're turning 2.5K into $1 million in 48 months. There's no way. I mean, maybe there's a way. If I was, but it wouldn't be $2,500. It'd be like maybe we could turn $250,000 or a little bit above $250,000 into $1 million. Maybe we can do that. But that's just ridiculous. But apparently, yeah, they got some people falsely link FundZ to charitable initiatives, capitalizing on lore, contributing to the worthy cause. Again, I've seen that so many times with different crypto projects that want to give back to the community or say they're going to, but then, of course, they never do. The regulatory body also asserts that defendants managed to entice over 14,000 individuals by creating a false weekly returns. Nonetheless, as per the CFTC, the reality of FundZ did not actually trade customer funds. The entire venture seems to have been established upon fabrication profits and deceptive assertions. So a Ponzi scheme. Of course, it's a Ponzi scheme. Preliminary injunction hearing is set for August 23rd. The CFTC seeks to ensure fairness by pursuing restitution for deceived investors, reclaiming ill-gotten gains, imposing financial penalties, and enacting bans on trading and registration, and securing a lasting injunction against future infractions. All right, because they do need to clean that up if they can. How? That's for them to decide. But wow, they got 14,000 people claiming to help, people in need, right? A good cause. Use the tactic of, hey, we can turn 2.5K into $1 million in 48 months, and people fell for it. These scams aren't going away, guys. Make sure you always don't trust but verify. Don't. If it's too good to be true, it probably fucking is. Okay. All right, you guys still chatting. Good deal. Base is here, but some of the product raise red flags. So it looks like this week, Coinbase launches new Base blockchain, while DeGod's NFT are way up after the project announced its upcoming Season 3 series. Plus, Microsoft and Aptos are teaming up to launch new blockchain AI tools. NFT collection, Yotes, stirred controversy by announcing it will be migrating from Polygon to Ethereum after accepting a $3 million grant. Bro, remember those tweets where people were like putting their addresses and people would just dump money into it? Those people already had money, but the people that didn't have money were dumping money into the people that had money's wallet. Just cuz. But when we post something, people who don't have money, and we provide an address, nobody, even the people with money, won't put anything into it. It's like bro, if you start off life with like 50 grand in your pocket, right, and you're living in your mom's house and you're freaking going to college and you got millions of dollars, bro, you can throw like 10K to a bunch of people and change their lives, dude. You could, but you don't. Why you're in your mom's house, I don't know. But anyways, point being, we got this project switching over from Polygon to Ethereum, and I'm seeing a lot of that, right? Ethereum is really where the money's at. At the same time, the sister project The Gods released a preview of the artwork for its Season 3 collection, leading to a boost in trading volume. Meanwhile, Coinbase officially launched its base blockchain, and it's celebrating its on-chain summer, a multi-week series of Web3 activations across art, gaming, and music with brands, partners like Coca-Cola, friends with benefits. The biggest mover on the base so far is the new Friends.tech app, but the project raised some red flags. Let's see what they say. Where's the red flags? The project, so Friends.tech. Friends. All right, so in the collection, Coinbase launch on-chain, blah, 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 friends with benefits, NFT minting Zora. In addition to branded NFT, Coinbase is helping distribute over 100 ETH or about 186,000 in grants for developers building on Base, all right, trying to get people in the space. Friend or foe, frenzy activity around the new app called Friend.tech drove daily active users to reach a record high of 136,000 on Base. Thank you, Crypto Mikkel, for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. On Base, but the app mysterious origins, lack privacy policy, and lagging network are red flags. Okay, so mysterious origins, like where did this app come from? There is no privacy policy. And obviously there's going to be some red flags about it. Check out our privacy policy. There you go. Okay. Let's grab this real quick. All right, so it's through Google, using Google domains. Okay, it's on AWS, Amazon. Interesting. Okay. Well, whatever. Don't care. But I don't know. Has anybody on the Coinbase played around with the Coinbase? It's got to be the Coinbase wallet, not the Coinbase application, but the Coinbase wallet. And I have heard some content creators speak about it. Not content creators in the mining space, like my brothers and sisters, but content creators, my other brothers and sisters in the trading space or the Web3, DeFi, NFT space. Not big into NFTs. I don't personally. I have some, but I don't like some I made. Most of them I made. But yeah, not really into. I haven't been really diving too deep into that space. Now this is very interesting, and I like this. Visa test way to make paying Ethereum gas fees easier. Right, we've seen it in the past. Or I forgot what the name of the program is. Austin from Altcoin Daily covered it. Where you use, right, say for example, I wanted to buy X token, but I didn't have any Ethereum. It will automatically take a percentage of the token or asset that I do have to pay for the Ethereum gas, so I can still get the asset that I want without having to get Ethereum. I forgot the name of the program that Austin mentioned. But Visa's trying to do the same thing. So you can use your credit card, or I'm guessing probably debit card, right? Visa is one of the biggest card providers out there. And you can buy whatever token you want, and the credit card will automatically, right, the charge for the gas fee will automatically be taken out of the credit card. So you're not having to buy Ethereum in order to gain that exposure, right? So it's actually going to make it easier, even though we don't want, centralization, big banks, blah, blah, blah. We know that. But if we really want the market to grow and to expand into every user having a piece or being involved in some form or fashion on blockchain or in crypto, this is a good option as well. Because people don't want to go to this exchange to buy ETH first and then go do this. No. They just want to, this token looks pretty cool. I like it. Somebody talked about it on YouTube, or somebody talked about it on the news. I want to buy it. So they use their card. They get to, obviously, the transaction fees is still a problem, right? The gas fees of Ethereum can still fluctuate, especially when there's a lot of market activity or hype about a particular project, NFT, whatever it might be. But still, this will be a benefit. So yeah, the gas fee right now, if I wanted to buy some, say for example, Optimism on the Ethereum, or let's say Polygon on the Ethereum network, I might be able to get 100 Polygon, but then there's a $3.50 56-cent charge in Ethereum fees, that it would just be added to the overall charge on my card or through my Visa payment option. And then obviously sometimes when it is hype and the market's going crazy, that charge is going to be higher. So, you know, maybe the fee to buy that same 100 Polygon during a hype day is like $10, $13. So hopefully the end user will still pay attention and read, you know, what they're agreeing to before they complete the transaction, because we still have the problem with the fee transactions being high. But I still think this is going to be a great like on ramp, I guess you could say, or a great way to get newer people in the space and interacting, whether it's with NFTs or DeFi or whatever it might be, much easier than them having to buy Ethereum in order to transact. So it says medium transfer fee, $1.05. Let's go to Etherscan and check out the gas real quick. So 18, okay, not too bad. So it's a pretty good day right now, right? So that it probably would actually be like $1.40, maybe like a $2 charge to transact if this was implemented right now. And of course, when the days where there's super hype going on, obviously those transactions are going to be much higher. But I still think this is pretty cool. So paying fees for transactions on Ethereum blockchain is too complicated for most people, and I would agree with that. If I wanted to get my mom involved, it would be too complicated for her to interact on the Ethereum platform. It would. Even if I showed her now, God bless her soul, she probably wouldn't, like, if she wanted to do it again in the future, she'd probably have a hard time. Well, it looks like the credit card giant Visa has completed testing in a new way to allow users to pay for fees known as gas fees in fiat currency and with their credit card, the company wrote in a blog post Thursday. And they've been doing, there's an extensive report by these people. I don't know who their technical team is, but kudos to them, because they got a proper, if I could find a report, I would, what is it? Visa, Ethereum report. See if we could find it. Where is it at? Like, yeah, dude. Visa, whoever their technical team, they got some brain. They got some big heads in there. Good job. Kudos. And you can see them named in here. Like, they got some very good people, very intelligent people. And if they can work with the crypto community or the blockchain community or the chain analysis community to finalize a better way for the end user to interact with I might not use it, but it doesn't matter. If I can get mom, grandma, Theo, auntie, uncle, everybody to interact in such a way, like, hey, I'm going to Puerto Rico for a trip. Can you send me some money? Yeah, no problem. What do you need? Just send me a little bit of Ethereum. Send me a little bit of Bitcoin, or, well, Bitcoin's not on Ethereum, but send me a little bit of Ethereum, or send me a little bit of some asset that is on Ethereum. They can bust out their credit card and make their lives a lot easier. The on-ramps and off-ramps get a lot easier. Instead of having to go, I'm not sure if you guys ever lived in an area where, like, to get to the highway on-ramps and off-ramps, you got to go, like, a roundabout way, maybe take some back roads. Like, it's not as easy. This is just making it that much easier for, the main roads and for individuals to get on and off or participate in the network. So, kind of a poor analogy, but whatever. Sounds like one of my boys is doing something, probably getting some coffee. But every time a user conducts a transaction on Ethereum, he or she must pay a gas fee. That includes sending and receiving ETH, the native currency for Ethereum blockchain, over the blockchain. Managing a user's ETH balance to cover those costs is burdensome, Visa said in a blog post. Eliminating the complexity could make blockchain-based transactions more accessible and user-friendly. When comparing the complex nature of blockchain transaction with the simplicity of a fiat-based payments transaction supported by Visa networks, it becomes evident that improvement is needed. To bridge the gap, Visa suggests leveraging the Ethereum's ERC-4337, the current standard that enables smart contracts on the blockchain to serve as wallets via a process called account abstraction. As a paymaster contract, the smart contract account, and I can see exploits for this too. I can see attack vectors and vulnerabilities for this too. I understand that. But a smart contract account that can sponsor gas fees on behalf of the user. The service would allow users to use a Visa card to pay directly for gas fees. Testing of this process was performed on the Ethereum testnet. And Visa said merchants or decentralized applications could run their paymaster system or use an existing wallet to make transactions easier. The paymaster service providers could also offer a choice of card-based gas fee payments among other options. There can also be perks, kind of like the same perks you might see right now with your credit cards, right? Where you get 2.5% back on every purchase, or you get this percent back on a purchase, or you get this many miles airfare, you get this at the hotel. We could get perks as well where your gas fees for the month of August is omitted, or we'll cover all gas fees till XYZ time frame. Like, there's some serious perks that can be also implemented on with this test that's going on. So I do have interest in this, and I still have the mindset of I don't want crypto to be controlled by a centralized entity, corporation, government, the Fed, a group of rich people controlling the world. No, I want it to be decentralized and the people's money, but I do understand that there needs to be some level or aspect that is going to be centralized that makes it easier for the new money to get into space. But that new money is just going to boost the market cap so we can continue to do what we do. And we can continue to participate the way we want to, with privacy, security, in a decentralized manner. So I still find this very interesting. I'm not sure. You guys let me know what you think in the live chat. This one is another same article. Visa trials Ethereum gas fee payments using cards. They talk a little bit about it. Traditionally, users need to acquire ETH from exchanges or an on-ramp service and then transfer the coins into their wallets to cover fluctuating gas fees for transactions on Ethereum mainnet or when transacting in stable coins such as USDT or USDC. This often leads to overspending or insufficient ETH balances, increasing the complexity of other user experience. I accidentally sent some USDTs to some random Ethereum wallet that is mine, but I didn't mean to send it to that wallet, and I can't move it because I don't have any ETH on it. Now, I could dust it with a little bit of ETH, but to me, at the time when I was looking at doing it, the gas fees were stupid, so I just didn't bother. I probably could do it now since the gas fees are low. But yeah, it's still a pain in the butt. But yeah, ERC 4337 covered a little bit more detail on Decrypt. I believe this article was written April 5th. So there's still some things that need to be ironed out. Just keep an eye on the Ethereum dev meeting. Now, XRP is not a security, period. Crypto lawyers and Ripple case admit SEC appeal. The United States Securities Exchange Commission, or SEC, seeks to, I can't not pronounce that, interlocutory, and I don't know, appeal the case against Ripple Labs. Lawyers work in the crypto space express confidence in Ripple case, with the underscoring that XRP token is not a security. On August 9th, the SEC sent a letter to Judge Torres stating that it was moving to appeal the court's decision, which says warrants a fresh look by an appellate court. The SEC asked the judge to put the case on hold while the appeal is in progress. The SEC moves to appeal sparks questions among community members, with some thinking that the SEC's move to appeal is a move to challenge the non-security status of XRP. However, the crypto lawyers assured the community that is not the case. According to the crypto lawyer Jeremy Hogan, the two issues are separate. Hogan explained that the SEC wins the appeals on sales. Ripple would not be able to facilitate sales using exchanges. Interesting. Despite this, the lawyer believes that the exchanges could keep XRP listed as long as the sales are not made by Ripple themselves. Okay, so the organization. Cointelegraph reached out to the crypto lawyer Oscar Franklin Tan, chief legal officer of the non-fungible token platform Engine, to break down some of its intricacies surrounding the SEC move. According to Tan, appeals usually take place once the case is finished. However, the SEC's appeal is, oh my goodness, I can't pronounce that word, but basically it means it wants to appeal even though the case is unfinished. Okay. All right. When asked how this appeal could potentially influence the course of the case, Tan told Cointelegraph that it's all about the momentum, he explained. The SEC is asking to pause the XRP case while this appeal goes on. If the appeal is allowed, whoever wins the appeals builds momentum in the main case. Okay. So the SEC is just trying to slow down Ripple's momentum and get the momentum on their side. Kind of like a, what do they call it in the NFL? Turning point. While Hogan believes the appeal will not affect XRP security status, Tan believes that it's still what the SEC is after. He thinks that the SEC is looking to overturn the July decision by Torres that XRP is not a security in certain instances. Tan said at the moment that the SEC is using the conclusion in Terraform Labs case against the judge in XRP. Damn it, Terra. The crypto lawyer said that the SEC argues that a higher court should break the tie among the different conclusions. However, Tan believes that the SEC should let the court process proceed normally. He explained, what the SEC should have done is to provide clearer guidance before taking anyone to court. What have we been saying all this time? Since Ripple and other parties decided to take the SEC to court to get this guidance, the SEC should let the court process proceed as normally. I agree. But Gary do Gary things. And again, talking about the SEC seeking to appeal the Ripple decision, blah, blah. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. These guys be tripping, man. These government cats be tripping, bro. We'll see how things go. If the appeals in XRP's favor, I think it could really, once the court case is finalized, this will be a momentous occasion, because in future cases, like Coinbase or what have you, we can use the precedent set in these the XRP filing or court case for that case, and so on and so forth. There does need to be clear guidance. We've been arguing and advocating for this particular aspect for years now, and we'll see how things go. I do believe that there's a number of different variables or factors that need to come into play before crypto or Bitcoin or whatever can reach new all-time highs. I think one is going to be the presidential election here in the United States, with more crypto-friendly but sound-minded individuals. Don't think just because they support crypto that they will be a good politician, whether it's at the local level, town, city, state, country. Don't think just because they love Bitcoin or they're accepting Bitcoin that they're going to be good for our country. Don't think that. You got to look at all the aspects, okay? But after that election, the halvening, more importantly, or halving, as Max Voltage has corrected me many times, the XRP case being finalized, and hopefully the Coinbase situation to be either starting or heading in a positive direction, because I do think that Coinbase has a strong case. I can't speak to the Binance situation because I don't know all the data pieces. I know there was some nefarious activities that kind of, hurts them. But Coinbase, from my data or my research of what I've seen so far, has a stronger case than Binance against the SEC. But we'll have to wait and see. But I think those variables, probably better on-ramps and off-ramps like what Visa is working on, once all those pieces fall in place, then we can start making new all-time highs. Moving on as we get ready to wrap up today's show. Again, I'm seeing a lot of communication, but nothing to me, which is why I keep going. It's okay. You guys keep chatting. What's up? Oh, I didn't even see Hawk was here. My bad, Hawk. I'm just going through the news, bro. I'm just blowing through it. Appreciate you, bud. So crypto gaming investments surged in July as metaverse NFTs fizzle out. I don't know. Are you guys, can I ask a live chat question? Are you guys going to be like responding, or what are we going to do here? I'm I'm sorry, Hawk. See, these guys haven't been talking to me, so I just been going through news and I missed your chat, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. Is he even here? Yeah, it says he is. My bad, bro. But are you guys like excited about metaverse, NFTs, stuff like that? Because like I'm really not. But the investors pumped 297 million into the fledgling crypto video game industry in July. The gaming stuff is pretty cool, right? Like DJ Mines and Hawk, I think, may have been doing something last night with Nyaxa and GTA 5, right? That type of stuff excites me. Sorry I couldn't participate, but that type of stuff excites me. But crypto gaming is a whole new world. But you remember the gamers when different projects, I think it was Activision and somebody else, were announced like some type of like NFT something going on. They got a lot of pushback from the gaming community. And that's one of the things, the significant things that I mentioned in last week's stream is you know, the gamers don't like the miners. But regardless of their feelings towards the miners, the tech community is starting to cover crypto more and more. It's starting to be featured more and more, right? We had Tech Power Up covering crypto on their webpage. It's becoming more commonplace. It's becoming a more understood item. And so the gamers just need to get over it and embrace it, or hope, you know, optimize or change whatever they're trying to do. If they're not happy with something, why aren't you happy? What can we do to optimize the process? Because there's a lot of free to play, but, you know, pay to win type games, which is where you buy, you know, maybe like skins or weapons or armor or whatever, that it's already out there. What if we just use the blockchain to implement those things? So, you know, user 1337 just bought, you know, NFT pack 6482, and that gives them a badass, you know, ninja skin, a new sword, and a better, you know, scope or sight for their weapon. You know, what I can see that perfectly integrating with the space, because that's what they're doing now. But anyways, they're saying that it has spiked in interest by 63% of that July funding was committed to infrastructure development, a detail that suggests the industry is still in its early stages. Investors are betting on tools and platforms that will facilitate future crypto and NFT-driven games. And I'll be very interested to see how this works, but not only that, but how the government won't stick their fingers in the way and mess it up. That's what I'm super interested in. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But investments in Web3 gaming projects, you could see February was 148 million, March was 434 million, April 421 million, May 476, and it just died in June, but it's picking back up, right? It's picking back up, and I can bet, if I was a betting man or woman, that this space is gonna continue to grow. And these people are probably putting in, and the betting aspect is people are trying to get in while the market's down, right? While we're moving sideways, while we're boring, while we're stagnant, they want to get in, invest into these various companies or infrastructure of a particular Web3 NFT space, because they believe that when the bull market does come back, you know, these projects are going to bring significant returns to them and stuff like that. Or maybe they just believe in the future of Web3 and NFTs, and so they're just not expecting any profits. They just want to help build up and beef up the infrastructure, which is perfectly fine as well. But you can definitely see it's coming back compared to previous months. So we'll see how things go. By the way, as we're getting ready to wrap up the stream here, I do want to say that Red Panda Mining is going live at 12. But then I am also going live again later today. But because I'm going to be doing it from my GoPro, you may not be able to... The stream I have posted may not be there. I don't see Rabbit just yet. If Rabbit doesn't go live, I will go live after Red Panda. But I believe he is going live, or they are going live. And on my channel, you're going to see... what is it? I guess it's not showing yet. But we're going to be doing some unboxing. So bear with me, and just know that if you do see that video, it may change. So keep an eye on the channel. I'll make sure to tweet it out and post it out, because once I connect it to the GoPro and I hit, go live, it's going to change the stream identity, and then whatever stream you're waiting on is not going to be the same. So just keep an eye out. Make sure you hit the bell notification to be notified of when I release updates or when I go live. I may go live after Red Panda if Rabbit doesn't go live. Otherwise, I will go after Rabbit Mining. So stay tuned for that. Researchers flag security concerns for certain crypto wallets. Let's see what these crypto wallets are. Okay. That many users utilize, I never heard of this, for generating private keys. Libit Coin Explorer. Okay. Is that the only one? That was a waste of time. Just go to Yeti Audits, okay? Just go to yeti.uk, and if you have a concern about a wallet, you can always make a suggestion. But any wallets that have issues, Yeti will advise. If any wallets have passed after they made optimizations, Yeti will advise. Yeti, myself, and Chump Change are doing our research and doing what we can to try to improve the community as a whole. So yeti.uk if you have a concern about a wallet, okay? I would play to earn. They are cool games. Yes. All MMORPGs are pay to win. Crypto related or not. So play to earn is simple step forward. Yeah, it's a natural progression. Not sure yet if Rabbit goes live. Okay, well, we'll see. India wants to use crypto tokens to digitally sign documents. I can see benefits of that. What's ironic to me is, and this is the last story, so if you have any last minute questions to present to me, please let me know, is India, especially with the recent summit, right, the G20 summit, and the rules that they're trying to impose on crypto and regulation and stuff like that, you feel more like India is against crypto or blockchain. But I don't think it's everybody, right? It's not everybody that's in India is against crypto. But if the legislation, if the politicians, if the regulators are pushing these very strict rules in India and trying to influence the world as far as crypto regulation, and then they do something like this, it really gets confusing. So I don't have boots on the ground, individuals I can speak to. If there's anybody in the community that's in India and is familiar with the crypto regulations, legislation, political atmosphere, somebody can inform me. Get in touch. Hit me up on Twitter, Discord. If you want to join a Discord, just hit the join button down below to become a member, and you will be provided a link. But I really want to know, what is it like over there? Why does it feel like India is against crypto, but then a lot of the crypto fam is so... Like, are you guys doing stuff underneath the noses of the regulators and regulation and stuff like that? I know they're trying to push, like, the CBDC, right? The central bank digital currencies. And I do agree that this will probably be a good idea, right? We use DocuSign all the time. Why don't we just use blockchain? I wouldn't say crypto tokens, but blockchain to validate and digitally sign documents, right? It's because it's once I sign that document and it's on the blockchain, it can't be altered. So I have my proof, right? I have my title for my car. I have my mortgage or my deed for my house. You know, it's on the blockchain. It's immutable. Nobody can alter it. Here's my proof, you know, boom. So this is a great idea, but I just feel, I don't know, man. And he is like that girlfriend or boyfriend that's giving you mixed signals, right? Flirts with you, you think you could, you know, go into their apartment after a nice little dinner, and then you get like, whoa, you misread. Back off. All right. So Web3 or cryptocurrency, even if it has pushed for global rules and the crypto as G20 president, India's central bank has opposed legalization of cryptocurrency and at the same time promoted its central bank digital currencies. The India Finance Ministry has not yet taken an official position on whether it will legalize or ban crypto despite taxing and bringing it under global anti-money laundering standards. The browsers envision the ability to digitally sign documents using a crypto token, bolstering the security transactions or secure transactions and digital interactions. Great idea. Just a bit confused, India. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much today's show. We're going a little bit green right now. Bitcoin up 0.41%. Ethereum up 0.48%. Everything else is meh. Whatever that is. SBF in jail. We'll see what happens in October. Don't drop the soap. Or drop the soap. Doesn't matter to me. Shiba Inu was making some waves and pushing forward. Bitcoin is stagnant. But we'll see how things go. CFTC gets another group of scammers. Base from Coinbase project is live if you want to check that out. Visa trying to make some updates and improve the on-ramps and off-ramps for the end user. Regular mom and pops, grandmas and all. XRP still in a tussle with the SEC as they work to appeal the ruling. Crypto investments in gaming is increasing. And if you need or have any concerns about a particular crypto wallet, go check out yeti.uk. That would be ti.uk. Let's go check out miningpoolstash.stream real quick. See what's popping. Caspa hash rate has been increasing like there's no tomorrow. We're at 7.21 petahash. This is stuff that I called out. I've been challenging to see if anybody remembers the numbers I gave for the network difficulty once these ASICs came online. There were some numbers I gave out in the early days. Now, again, I didn't say that Caspa was doomed, period. What I said is Caspa's in trouble if they don't continue to build, grow, and innovate while these ASICs are coming online. And they have been doing just that. They continue to push forward, continue to grow, and continue to move forward. For those individuals that hear me right now that didn't pay attention to the goddamn video, sorry, God, I didn't mean to say that, to the full video, that's on you. Because I was positive about Caspa, then I was negative. But we are climbing quite high. And as these KS3s, KS3Ls, and these miners come online, right? You know, they're at the warehouse. They got to go through QC. Maybe they're going to keep it for a couple months so they can make millions of dollars because they're sending out these units. Bam. Look at that. 7.26 petahash is where we're at right now. And you can see that ramp has been steady climbing daily, if not hourly, on a regular basis. What used to make you a lot more money is not. By the time one of the affiliates or one of the companies out there who promised to do something with me gets me what I asked for, it's not going to be profitable. So for those of you that are still waiting, get it in, get it hashing immediately, stack as much as possible, try to ROI, and then what you do with it after that is up to you. But it's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate because Caspa is just moving really, really fast and people didn't want it to. But it's good it's moving fast. It's evolving. It's growing. It's surpassing. We just need the price action to now start climbing up with the difficulty to outweigh the emission schedule and the reduced profitability of this particular token. But that's pretty much it for this show. I believe Red Panda Mining is going to go live. If they're not live already, we'll see how things go. Let me go ahead and mute this site. I'm going to get you guys set up to go over there. Don't forget, I will be coming back live later on today to, do some stuff with you. If you would be so kind as to swing by, I would greatly appreciate it. And I thank you for your time. Son of Rabbit Panda, thank you for your comments. Magic Lucky, thanks for another greatly weekly update. No, thank you guys for stopping by for the weekly update. I bet you Panda is sleeping. Sleepy Panda. I don't know, because this stream wasn't posted this morning. So he might be up. He might just be running late. So we'll see. We shall see. While we're waiting for him, let's go to mine the ASIC because we can see the KS0. And you can see right now the KS0 is only making $10.49 a day. The Bitmain Antminer KS3, the big boy, that used to do 1,200, 13, I think 1,400, maybe 1,500 at one point in time, is only down to 876. Still a lot. It's still a lot. But people have spent 50K, 40K on these things. Some of them should be in hand or about to be received in the next few weeks. But the others who spent 50, 40K and have yet to receive it, you know, that's a dramatic decrease. Let's say when you bought it, you were expected to make about 1,400 a day. Let's say 876 divided by, let's say 1,380 a day. That's a big percentage. That's a big percentage, right? That's a 37% decrease in profitability. And this is what happens with ASICs. And the numbers that they were producing as far as profitability per day was just astronomical. And when you have astronomical numbers like that, you expect it to go down. You expect it, like, there's no way by the time I get it that I'm going to get those same profits. But some people were. Some people who got in early enough have been reaping the rewards. Congratulations. That's almost 20,000 CASPA. If you got it right now, you're earning 20,000 CASPA a day with the KS3. I know some people that got the KS3L, right? So that's the 5 terahash instead of the 8 terahash. Congratulations. You know, I stacked as much CASPA as I could when I was mining it as a GPU miner and as an FPGA miner. Now, as far as touching it, it's not profitable for me. So I moved on to bigger and greater things. And this is the life that we live. It just keeps on going and going. And I can't stall anymore, Red. Come on. Where are you at? Where are you at? All right. I gotta go. So I'm going to get ready for the live stream at 3. I'm going to post it in Red Panda's channel. Or I might be updated. I don't know. Because it depends on Rabbit and when he's going live. If Rabbit doesn't go live after Panda, I will go live. Stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you get subscribed. All that good stuff. Check out links in the description. And there's Red Panda. He's going live now. I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care and have a great day.